See, now we're equally distant from the microphone.
That's equidistant, mein Freund.
Is it actually?
I think it's equidistant, but there's a word.
Said.
No, you said equal distance.
Oh, did I?
You made it into 2 words. Anyways, greetings and welcome back, gentlemen.
All of our parts start like that. We're having some weird, stupid, irrelevant conversation. Then we're like, oh yeah, that's right. We started the recording. All right, today actually it's the first ZBros where there are 3 people. Introduce yourself, Michael.
I'm Michael.
Okay, that's Michael. I am Eric. My name's Eric. And this is my Japanese friend Yamaha. May Christ kiss your pillow. May he bless you in your sleep. May he, I don't know where that joke's going. Hold on. What I need is the church chapel organ.
No, before you do that, we've got a crut scene to play real quick.
Oh god, that's right.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Simple! He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
All right. So you want to talk about the history of us recording this?
Yeah.
Or do you want to talk about the story first?
Yeah. How about so many options for boring things for me to drone on about?
That's okay because we have an accompanying. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Do you want to tell the story first?
Sure. So you guys basically saw it with that little crut scene right there. So essentially, the evil Gnasty Gnorc, who is something of a sorcerer warrior fellow, as I don't know, for some reason he hates the dragons, and well, he has the ability to transform the dragon's treasure into warriors, and he's going after the dragons because they were bad mouthing him just now. You guys saw that in the cutscene. So, but fortunately, the spell does not. What the spell did was it turned all of Spyro's dragon friends into crystal dragon guys. But because Spyro was so small, the spell doesn't affect him for some reason, so he's the only one who can stop Gnasty Gnorc and free all of his dragon pals. So that's essentially what we're doing. We gotta rescue the dragons, we gotta collect all of their eggs, we gotta retrieve all of the stolen treasure, and we gotta go kill Gnasty Gnorc. That's the plot.
That's the worst beat poetry I've ever heard in my life.
Alright.
I wonder how the levels are on that. If you're just really loud. Alright, isn't there some obscure thing we have to jump on in the right order?
Oh, no, you just have to jump on each one of them once. Okay. You think there would be some kind of order, but, you have to do that.
Do you want to talk about... Hold on, maybe I can find another instrument for you to explain. I need to find like a sad instrument, or play the black keys. See, alright, I don't know how to play... I don't know anything about music, really, so I just have a keyboard that I fuck around with. So, if you're like, wow, this guy isn't doing shit, you're right. I'm pressing the buttons. Just like Michael. He's only done two practice playthroughs.
Oh, I've done several practice, well...
That's kind of sad.
It's a little too 80s synth, don't you think? It sounds like Duke Nukem music.
It sounds almost like the that temple that Link goes to every time he finishes a temple.
The Temple of Light or Temple of Time.
Yeah. No, not that temple. The place where he goes where Gabora is. No, wait, no. The place where he goes and everybody. Yes. And all the sages are there. I feel like that's sort of a similar type instrument.
Well, that's more of a string instrument. That sounds pretty sad. What do you guys think at home right now?
Because it's a very sad story we're about to tell. It's very tear-bringing.
It's a real tearjerker, like Roger the alien from.
I'll just play some of the Black Keys. Tell the story of the lost footage.
Yes,
but it wasn't even like really lost footage. Is the saddest part.
So a couple of weeks ago, I started running into issues with the Elgato. Just for some reason, after I updated it to like 3.2 or something, it would not record footage. So and that was really worrying because I thought that, you know, spending over $100 in a capture card, it wouldn't crap out after just a year. So I tried everything I could to basically to fix the issue, like I don't know, like I unplugged and replugged everything back in a million times. I tried using, you know, and then nothing seemed to be working. And so I thought that, it's got to be some sort of problem, maybe with my operating system. So I tried to install some updates, and that didn't work. You're not even pressing the keys anymore, Sam. It's like playing a demo or something.
Hold on, I was expecting it to.
Okay, that's a little loud. That's better.
Alright, tell your story, Michael.
And
I don't know what this is. It says Jude Hay, because that's in the music database. But I don't know if this is the actual. It's just looping.
Yeah.
I wanted to interrupt you with a really loud song, and I failed, Michael.
By the way, this looks just like the Tomas from Hero's Tale. Both of them are like tall, yellow scaled dragons, I guess.
I like how I'm not even paying attention to this game right now and commenting on the stupid dragon. Is every collectathon type Spyro game have like some sort of named thing that you
Yes.
see, and then they're like they run out of names really fast, so they're all like weird ones.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. Like this one, the second one doesn't have named MacGuffins. It has talismans, which are named after the level, and you also get orbs, which don't have names at all.
Alright.
But the third one has named MacGuffins. The GBA games...
Enter the Dragonfly.
The first two GBA games had named MacGuffins.
Scuttlebutt!
The Dragonflies and Enter the Dragonfly are named. But the Light Gems and Dark Gems from Hero's Tale were not named.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know, sometimes they are.
That game is just like, I don't know.
What do you think about the fact that Haydox thinks that that's the best Spyro game, Eric?
I don't think he would if he played it again.
Well, he played it after he watched us.
Really?
Yeah.
He still thought it was the best.
Yeah, before that he hated it. And then he played it again. He's just like, yeah, this is my favorite one.
You know, it's all right, but I'd much rather even play the GBA games than Hero's Tale.
Oh, that's a good way to pop Haydox's boner.
What do you mean?
That. Well, he's not a fan of the Season of Ice and Season of Flame.
You said it pop his boner. You mean shut his boner down?
Yeah, shut his boner down. We'll go with that. We're talking about Haydox's boner on the show right now.
Hashtag Haydox boner. Everybody go Twitter. Hashtag at Haydox, I believe is his Twitter handle.
Hashtag at Haydox.
Hashtag at Haydox, at Haydox. Hashtag Haydox boner.
Yeah.
Tell him the Game Grumps sent you.
And then tag it with hashtag Cutie Saturday.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, apparently Ego Raptor is some sort of hashtag for Saturday. Like you have to post your babes. And then
your babes?
Yeah, your babes. You know, like your waifus.
Oh,
you gotta put the hot chicks on it.
Bae.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like it. Usually there are a lot of pictures.
I don't get that because I don't do all that shit. I don't have a waifu or whatever because I don't watch stupid anime.
Well, a waifu doesn't have to be from an anime. It's just like some sort of female.
It's my fire. What's
Fire
Emblem waifu?
What's the Dragonfly, Spyro?
You know who my waifu is? Jake the dog from Adventure Time.
Well, no, Eric, he's male, so he's a husbando.
Is that really like the equivalent?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like you're trying to make it. It's like saying Zawarudo.
Okay, So I want to tell you alright, so basically there was that thing where we had Michael was not a happy camper because his Elgato wasn't working. Well, it turned out to be like some sort of cable.
Well, what ended up happening was I tried to update, and the computer just refused to do it.
Oh, that's right,
So then I just broke down and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm upgrading to Windows 10, I'm biting the bullet. Hopefully that will fix the issue.
Even though that, is not...
It was a long shot, but if it meant I didn't have to spend over $100 on a new Elgato, I was willing to try.
Honestly, I was certain that wouldn't be the fix, but he was using Windows 8, so I was like... Hey, maybe if you upgrade to Windows 10, that would help.
No, I don't think
I feel like I was the Smeagol character speaking into your ear. My king.
What I remember you saying was, I don't think this will work. You said that you thought you would be very surprised if it worked, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So
because it didn't seem like software. It seemed like some problem with the whole setup. But what Michael figured out was it was software for the Elgato.
Yeah. Like, for whatever reason, version 3.2 on my laptop just doesn't work. It, shuts down immediately when you try to record anything. So, good on you, Elgato, for giving me a shitty update.
That's Elgato saying you're welcome.
Yeah, so
that's the choir.
No thanks.
Do you feel like you're in church yet, Michael?
Oh boy, I haven't been there in a very long time.
I've heard that I've heard from people who were Catholic or from the South and really religious, who then sort of lost their religion. And then after a really long time they go back to church. That feels really weird. Because I guess when you're as a kid you just sort of accept it, but then you listen to the choir and they're like, God has reason there, he kisses you on the cheek, he slaps you on the bottom to make sure you have a good day. And I guess it feels weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't been there in a while. If you're religious, I don't care. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't care, I've said it a billion times, I don't care what people are. Since my opinion matters so much, and I want to get this across to everybody, since my opinion matters so much, I don't care if anybody's religious in any way, as long as they don't get in other people's way, or you know what I mean. Anyway, let me find, where'd the banjo go?
Yeah, so once I figured out... But before I had fixed the problem, we had tried to record this playthrough several times, and just we get 10 minutes in, then the recording would fuck up. And then it was just after a while, it just got so discouraging. So Eric and I, when we finally fixed the issue and sat down to record, Eric was in kind of a salty mood. And it really just didn't turn out that well, I think, the commentary, so we're giving it a second try. It's just we could re-record this playthrough, but not the Toy Story one where the audio sounds like shit. But the commentary was good.
Yeah,
so.
but I think the difference is when the commentary sounds like shit, you feel I don't know. It's you're in the commentary shit, you're oh, that's you don't even mind losing it almost, you know what I mean? Especially if it's a game that you're already with playing. For you, I feel you playing Spyro, you're it's easy enough. It's kind of brainless. You know where everything is. But it's alright, we recorded some good Toy Story 2, and good relative to us, of course. But then you turns out the audio shit, and you're well.
Yeah, I was really disappointed about that, but I don't know.
It's okay because I properly roasted you in the first episode and made sure.
You're right. You straight up roasted me.
I did straight up.
A straight up cancer.
Not only in the description, but also at the beginning of the video. The only medium, or the only type of, the only mode that I didn't use to roast you was put in an audio clip of me I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I have them on, but I only listen to the audio. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know. I sometimes like audio and conversation, but I don't really care about the content as much. I wonder if other people do that.
Well, I know that I do that when I rewatch ZBros.
Yeah, exactly.
Just listen to like the audio at the gym.
So if somebody's not reading the descriptions or sees the beginning of the
so
video,
when you
they
kill,
can't see me roast the shit out
those
of
thieves
the
have
audio.
dragon eggs.
So they might be like, why is the audio shit? But, you know.
Yeah.
I gave a proper explanation. It was an honest mistake, but that being said, it was still a silly one. At least you still recorded it.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you see, the thing is that, I mean, now I have that microphone disabled, so if I forget to plug it in again, it'll give me a message saying that there's no microphone plugged in. And then we can fix that.
goes like, there's no audio recording, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, basically.
That's what.
So if it happens, if I do make that mistake again, we can. That won't happen again. But it's just like, that's the second time I've done that. The last time I did that was when the game Mavericks did. By the way,
you were wee baby.
You can look over there and see that seam in the level.
Yeah, is that the like invisible wall?
Yeah, I think it's close to the invisible. Well, these little castle-looking things right here create like an invisible wall.
Oh, at least it's not just an invisible wall. At least it's like, hey, there's a barrier there. It's like,
in the sequels,
all right, it's an invisible wall, but at least they sort of, you know, at least they did something.
They lampshade it.
What's a game with a? Because Mario 64, you either fall off the level or there are just huge hills that keep you from escaping the level. But there are some platforms that are just like, hey, let's just put a bunch of invisible walls here. See, all right, so my problem was the second time we recorded this game, I was really salty and in a bad mood. And, like, you know how I normally make fun of Michael and annoy him? Mm-hmm. That time specifically, I did it to such a degree that it wasn't funny. It was just me being mean to Michael and Michael not being happy. And I was like, you don't mind if we redo it, right? Because, I don't know, it was a bummer over time.
Yeah.
So, since billions of people are going to watch this, you know, we want to make sure it's the highest of quality.
Indeed. And who knows, maybe
we are getting an increase in viewership. Both,
we certainly
both
are.
ZBros
We're
and
almost
the
up
Game
to 600.
Mavericks. Well, subscribers and watching to watch.
Yeah, I know. It's still. I'd like to reach 1,000 at some point. You know,
just in terms of subscribers.
Yeah,
I honestly think subscribers doesn't really matter at all. Like, you can have 300,000 subscribers, but if only like 10,000 people are watching your videos, it's like, what does it matter that you have that many subscribers? It always depends on the content.
I found that once I reached 1,000, like subscribers, like the rate of subscribership just went up dramatically.
Well, yeah,
then people take you seriously.
That's part of it that I didn't really think of. But also, I think subscribership and viewership is just something that increases exponentially. Because,
that's what I mean. So, like, once you hit that,
I think there's a few factors behind it, and that's one of them. And the other one is just the fact that word of mouth and stuff. You know, people are. All right, here's the topic that I want to talk about. See, the thing about this game is, and the reason why I was just being so mean is because it's like, this is probably the most collectathon game that I've ever seen in my life. But there's like nothing going on. There's like hardly anything to interact with. At least with Hero's Tale, there was a lot more like really weird shit where you're just like constantly.
Yeah, like the otter.
Yeah, you just walk up and see like an otter like in full clothing and like he's a surfer dude, and you're like, what? And God's green earth is that? Whereas this game, it's like, all right, yeah.
And then Spyro turns to the camera and cheekily says,
"Just say no. Just say no. It's me. It's me. I ate 16 cigarettes this morning for breakfast."
He has a similar voice in this game.
Whiskey is a lot better than milk.
Yeah, Spyro in this game is not voiced by Tom Kenny or Jess Harnell. He is voiced by Carlos Alazraqui, a.k.a. the Chihuahua from the old Taco Bell commercials.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Dude, you know the weirdest trivia about games. Especially voice actors. Like, you'll say some stuff and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Alright, guys. See, there are a few, like, little songs that I know. Oh, I had a topic that I want to talk about. Remind me after this that I want to talk about a topic. But I have a few little jammy jams that I know how to play on the dang old. Well, first of all, there's the one that really annoys Michael, which is an old classic by the name of "The Saints Go Marching In." Hold on, wait. Where's the banjo?
Oh God,
I always forget the number for the banjo. Here it is. It's number 60. Wait, shit. No, wait.